Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to be doing an energy update for the collective whole. And there's a lot of just shifting energies. These shifting energies are a little bit, it's weird. It's not like it's aggression, like unnecessary aggression. These energies feel as though those of us who keep getting pushed, are basically preparing to push back. I don't know if that makes sense. So regulators, mount up. I think what's going on, yes, uncomfortable resistance. I think what's going on is that just like with the arrow, being pulled back, I think those of us who are ready to launch forward have been pulled back as far as the bow can pull. Enough energy has been accumulated and stored for us to now have the option of releasing and launching forward. So here goes. Let me just wait. I didn't even pull cards. So I put it down. Like, wait a minute. Okay. I knew it. Okay, I'm just gonna start singing. This is gonna be an intense read. There's gonna be a really intense read. Looking at these cards from the start, it's gonna be intense. Are y'all ready? That's probably why I'm wearing my child's hat and my husband's sweatshirt and my son's socks and pants. Because I can't be bothered to wear my own clothes. Okay, just shuffle. This is, man, I don't even want to do this reading now because I can already tell this is going to be a lot of like intensity. A lot. Oh my God. I keep on falling. And out of love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. At times I feel good. Sometimes I feel used. Loving you, darling, makes me so confused. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone the way that I love you. Never felt this way. Okay. How do you give me so much pleasure? Cause me so much pain. Okay, let's start. All right. So make peace with your past. There are a lot of things that are being agitated within you so that you can go ahead and allow that agitation to release from the fabric of your being the very things that you continue to use to justify your oppression, your mental, emotional, and spiritual slavery to a system that is not interested in your success, in your rise, okay? That system can be this global system that we're a part of. It can be a subdivision of that global system, something more local, your personal circle of friends and trust and whatever. It could be that. It could be family. It could be whatever it is. But you have to stop allowing this toxicity to be embedded in the fabric of your being. Just like with the washing machine, the agitation cycle, the agitator, the pole that, and it's like beating the heck out of the clothes. Well, that's actually how you get the dirt out of the clothes. You beat the clothes and then you immerse it in a fluid so that the dirt can flow into the fluid instead of being ground into the clothing. And so that's what's happening. If you're feeling like life is beating you down right now, you're being agitated for a reason. Okay, you're being agitated. You're being sent through a wash cycle. Now, you have to, this card keeps coming up, boundaries. You have to set the boundaries and enforce them. And with that, the things that, wow. See, hindsight is always 20/20. This card had come up a few times already, right? And you see how the thing that's trying to shatter through the boundaries, don't mind me and my cuticles, the thing that are trying to shatter the boundary looks like something so delicate. And if you guys witnessed yesterday my entitlement video, the individual who was attempting to manipulate me and shame me went on the live. No, that's not how it was. No, I didn't even get to say my side. I didn't even blah, blah, blah. I blah, blah, blah. No, trying to be like a little flower, but no. And that's probably why that had to play out, I guess, publicly, because you guys have to see how the attempts to shatter your peace, the attempts to infringe on your boundaries and force you to revert to a state where you're not honoring your needs, you're instead placating the preferences of entitled, selfish people. It can be something as covert as what seems to be a delicate flower, nope, your boundaries, girl, if you like my, okay. I'm just saying, if the regulators are really gonna be melting up. Okay. Let me focus. Oh my God. Me and my kids, we have the same sense of fashion. I was like, oh, that's so badass. Look at that. Anyway, so the boundaries, you have to establish what those boundaries are and you have to enforce them. You can't allow yourself to be guilted. The most successful, efficient manipulators are the ones who play the best at victim. Okay? You're just being so mean. Do I even get a say? You all up in the comments. There's nobody stopping you from commenting how I misread every single word that was written. Don't allow people to play you like that. Don't allow yourself to play you like that. Okay. Card number 12, emotions. You just got to whip your hair back and forth. You have to let the emotions flow. Allow it to flow. Don't allow yourself to create blockages within yourself, trying to avoid conflict. Some conflict is necessary. Sometimes the conflict has to happen for people to understand, I will not continue this cycle with you. We're going to do it all right here, right now, and it's going to be done. And see, that's one of the things that a lot of people can't stand about me we're not going to draw this out. If you and I were going to go head to head, we're going to go head to head right now, right here, and it's going to be done. Whatever happens from this point on, that's it. That conflict is going to stay exactly where we left it. Okay. We can let the bodies hit the floor over there. We're not going to drag them through the house, take them on a trip with us. No, it's right there. It's contained. And people are like, oh, you're just so cut and dry. What, you want to drag that out? You want to drag that out? You're not being honest with me. I can feel it. You can tell me that, you can tell me that I'm tripping, but the fact is, my soul will never lie to me. It has nothing to gain from lying to me. What do you have to gain from lying to me? Now, if I feel you're lying to me, I don't need to understand that. And this was where most of the conflict within myself was stemming from for how many years? There was this conflict within myself where it's like, why am I being like this? Be nice. Don't be like that. Give them a chance to prove. No, girl. No. Every single time you have this conversation with yourself, in the end, who gets screwed over? I do. Because of someone else? No, because I didn't listen to myself. So now you have to really free yourself to feel the emotions, allow it to flow through, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You don't have to understand why you feel that way. The fact that you feel that way, the fact that you are questioning someone's integrity should be enough. Now, does that mean you are saying, because I feel like there's something questionable going on, that means you are condemned to forever be a horrible, evil person? No, that means there's something I don't understand, and I'm not going to move forward with this because I don't understand it. And you're going to have to be okay with that. And usually when people get upset with that logic, that's confirmation. That's confirmation. They're getting pissed off because you're ruining their game plan. But guess what? This ain't a game. This is your life. This is your journey. This is your life. They can have a game plan out there on the playing field. Right here, this is reality. This is my life. We don't need a game plan here. We need communication. We need discussion. We need honesty and transparency. And if there's any of those components missing, question that. Question that. And empaths, we need to be finished with this whole shaming ourselves for knowing and seeing and being able to follow the threads, because the things people say will not always align with what their intention is. Sometimes even their actions will cleverly disguise their intentions, but you follow that string from their heart. No matter how rotten that heart is, it cannot hide the string that comes from it and the events that follow the string. You follow that string, you know exactly where this is headed. And whether you can wrap your brain around it or not is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Are you going to trust your soul who will never lie to you? Or do you need this to play out in front of you for you to understand your soul was looking out for you? If you need it to play out in front of you first, by all means, let it play out in front of you. Tell yourself you're tripping. Tell yourself you're tripping. Tell yourself you're being mean. You're being such a judgmental little grotchky whore. You call yourself names, by all means, go ahead. Whatever process you need to go through to understand that your soul is looking out for you, go through it. Go through it. If you can't just blindly accept that your soul loves you and wants to look out for you, go for it. You're the only one that is really going to be affected by it, because everyone else can walk away. Oh, well, shit. Well, look at this. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Ain't that some ish? Like, no joke. 12, 12, 21. 12, 21, 21. Okay. I like that. Not really, but I like that. That means it's a new journey. We're starting a new journey. Let's see. So, and we were just talking about the arrow, the arrow being pulled back. And Sagittarius is supposed to be a master arrow person. What is it called? The words are gone from my mind. So Sagittarius, I see. Ooh, the last day of Sagittarius season is 12/21. 11/22. So if you put that together, 1, 1, 2, then 2, 1. I love how numbers play out. Look at this. Look at how it plays out. Okay. Let's put it up here. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. 11/22 to 12/21. That's Sagittarius season. All right. Luck is not chance, it's toil. Fortune's expensive smile is earned. You're just about ready to hit your mark. The sign of Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter and is a mutable, easygoing fire sign. Archer, they're called archers. Okay. So Sagittarius is a centaur, which is half man, half horse. And they're trained in the art of archery. And they always manage to hit their target no matter how far they roam. So honesty, candidness, not afraid to speak the truth. That's good. That's good. Let's see. I totally lost my train of thought. Sagittarius enter the picture and I totally lost my train of thought. What the hell? Stop looking at me, Sagittarius. Wait, okay. So, ooh, all right. Oh, that's intense. How did I never see that before? Okay, so there's Sagittarius. Who is that? Who is that? It's a little someone riding on the back of Sagittarius. So, okay. What I'm getting is that it's time for you to run forward towards your goal. You have your arrow ready. You have the charge loaded. You are a master archer. Pick your target. And it doesn't have to be another person. It could be like a life goal, a short-term goal, long-term goal, whatever type of goal it is. Regulators, it's time to mount up, okay? It's time to get on the Sagittarius and mount up. Is that Baby Yoda? I don't know. I don't know. But it looks like it's trying to grab Sagittarius hair. It looks like it's trying to grab the Sagittarius hair. So I really don't know. I really don't know. But this is telling me the stage is set. It's almost as though this feeling of you're going to be triggered very soon. You're going to have a lot of this disharmonic stuff rising up. There's going to be a moment of triggering where your boundaries are crossed. You're going to feel an influx of emotion that's going to cause you to need to kind of throw your weight around. Like, to be honest, we don't do that enough. We really don't do that enough. As empaths, we have a tendency to kind of shrink ourselves, to try and quiet ourselves down. Oh my God, I'm having a hot flash. It's snowing, but I'm hot. Lots of energy coming through. You have to just sometimes, when it's appropriate, throw your weight around, okay? Sometimes you have to let people feel the gravity of your presence. All of us can do this. All of us have a certain weight to us. It's because you're in the comments. You're making me all hot and bothered. See? And then you retract it. I'm just saying. There's a lot of effery afoot. Okay. There's going to be a lot of attempts to try and really, really detract from your purpose, from your focus. Lots. And I'll show you why. This card too. Hold on. All right. Card number 12, going in line with a 1-2-1-2. Card number 12, Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. That's some shit right there. That is some ish right there. Okay. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Now, I have a personal stance that I don't believe in enemies. I don't have any enemies, but that doesn't stop other people from labeling themselves as such. All right. Regardless of your stance on whether you have enemies or not, you have to kind of recognize some people will label you as their enemy, and their main intention is to mess with your path and your journey as much as possible. Why? I don't know. I don't have a heart like that. I don't know. I've never understood this. I'm never going to understand this. And I'm very, very happy that I never will. Because to have this kind of heart where your focus is on harming other people in whatever way you can, it might not be physical. It might not necessarily be like casting spells on you, but this desire to see someone else fail or suffer or any of that. There are plenty of people in this world that are capable and fully willing to be that way. That this is a part of their character. This is a part of their lack of integrity. And so you have to be realistic. You have to be aware and keep it moving. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? This is about allowing higher levels of discernment to come through. Okay? Allow higher levels of discernment to come through, and it's not going to be a huge deal for you. It's really not. People give others too much power in their journey. Too much power in their journey. Other people can only accomplish what you allow them to. Whatever you give permission to, whether it be conscious permission or passive permission. With passive permission, lack of speaking up, lack of action gives passive permission. Okay? If someone wants to break through your door, or not your door, if someone wants to take your car and you don't want them to, but you don't say anything and you leave the key laying out, and you kind of just like, that's passive permission. That's passive permission. Okay? So learn to have no apologies for saying no. That's a full sentence in its own. No. The two most powerful letters you could ever put together. No. Just no. Do you have to explain yourself? No. I told you no. You don't have permission, so no. Why? It doesn't matter why. I said no. It doesn't matter why. You can sit yourself in the corner and spend however much time to figure out why I said no, but I don't owe you an explanation. And you have to really take that in, okay? So card number 31, faith. This is a birthing process that you're going through. You have to have faith in your own process. You have to allow yourself to fully experience whatever it is that you're supposed to be experiencing with this process. You have to allow yourself to learn. You have to allow yourself to do all of this stuff for yourself, because no one else is going to do this for you. Okay? People can help you bring your attention to the things that you need to focus on for yourself, but can they do this work for you? No, they cannot. They cannot. People can tell you that, oh, this type of session and that type of session and these classes. Fact is, if you don't do the work, it's not going to be done. Okay? Sessions and classes and things like that can help you. It can help you with tools to do this in a much more efficient way. It can give you a more ripened inner, under, and overstanding of the process so that you don't have unnecessary confusion about your process, but you're still going to have to do it on your own. Okay. And you have to be patient. Card number 25. You have to be patient with your process. You have to stop looking at how far other people have gone. You have to stop looking at how far behind you are, how far ahead they are, what their process is. Everyone's process is very, very, very different. And you have to love yourself enough to give yourself the freedom to spread your wings and fly in whatever way feels most appropriate for you. Okay. Card number 3, Mercury, mind. I think, this goes with the first card. Ooh, it does go with the first card because guess what? Card number 12, 1 + 2 is 3. Card number 3. See, 3 and 3, Hex, Mercury, mind. They're at the front and at the back, at the end. So, if you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you. Thank you, Oscar Wilde. This card suggests you must put effort behind your talk. What did I just say? What did I just say? I was just telling you guys how people can say all these things about how this is going to do it, that's going to do it. But unless you actually put the effort into it, unless you invest in yourself, nothing's going to happen from it. And that's the thing. Good morning. He said, hush. I'm sorry, I cannot hush. Okay, that's the thing. And this is the thing that really, really pisses me off. It really frustrates me to no end. People want this magic pill, red pill, blue pill. Fuck the pills. Walk down your path, okay? Find the rabbit hole, go down the rabbit hole, explore the rabbit hole, and recognize that hole is within yourself. Forget this whole pill thing, this super easy, super convenient, immediate gratification. I deserve this. Yeah, everybody deserves it, but everybody has to work for it. Everybody has to work for it. You can't buy yourself into spirituality. You really, really can't. You really, really can't. And you can't expect things to just be given to you either. You have to invest in yourself, not just money, but time and effort as well. You have to invest your energy into yourself. And people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to quick fix, play me a video. Fix this, fix that. Okay, I could fix your chakras day in and day out. I could extract demonic stuff from your field day in and day out. That shit's going to keep coming back until you shift the internal circumstance that allowed for that to reside within your space to begin with. See how that works? And I tell clients this, if you're not going to, shift the perception that allowed for the parasitic circumstance, it will come back. I don't want you to waste your money. Yeah, are you ready to truly take that step forward in healing? Because you're not going to be calling me later on you said it was gone and now it's back. Well, did you shift your perception? Did you do the work? Did you dive deep into yourself and really do that shadow work? Well, no, I'm not ready. What? Didn't I tell you? Don't work the session until you're ready to do that. And that goes for anything that you do. Just because you paid, that's not a full investment. When I say you have to invest in yourself, it is on every level, not just monetary, not just energetic. Every single level of your being, you have to invest in shifting everything 1 degree at a time. Not to be a different person, but to be more in alignment with the truth of who you actually are. There's a huge difference. Huge difference. We're not talking about manufactured authenticity. That's not authentic. That's a sales pitch. Okay? That's a sales pitch. Know the difference. Are you giving yourself a sales pitch? Know the difference. So with this Mercury card, this is the planet of gaslighting, causing purposeful confusion in the minds of others to gain something not really deserved. Ooh. So today's reading was already being wound up The energetic charge was already being wound up since yesterday. It's time to use all of your mental faculties to get your point across. May mark a period where you either have to talk your way out of something or talk your way into something. And the whole talking your way out and talking your way in, that might be talking to yourself. It's not necessarily, you're talking to someone else. Again, are you giving yourself a sales pitch? Are you trying to sell yourself an idea that you know does not feel right for you? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? If you don't know, it's okay, but you have to be honest with the fact that you don't know. When you allow yourself to be honest with not knowing, that really frees you to begin exploring the truth of the potentialities of you, the circumstance, the lessons in front of you. So, beware of gossip and other scandals. What you say in this situation can and will be used against you. It can and will be used against you. Exactly why I went live yesterday regarding entitlement. If you're going to manipulate me, let's do this. Let's get this all out, get this all done with right here today. Right here today. You can expect to see fast developments. It can mean that friendship is the best option for you now if it's regarding romance. This is a card of brothers and sisters as well as twins. That you just say right there. It's a time of flighty emotions and matters developing quickly. This is a magician card, okay? This is also having to do with, are you putting on an illusion for yourself? Are you doing a little magic show for yourself? Sleight of hand. I can't do it. Let me try. I can't. I'm not coordinated enough. Are you doing that to yourself? Because, this is a channel where we focus on ourselves. And this is not the type of card reading where we're like, that person's victimizing you, that person's victimizing you, no. Why are you in a circle of victimizers? This is that kind of channel, okay? Not about blame, it's about helping you see, you create and cultivate your environment. You don't like your environment, get yourself out of it. Card number 36, which the magic you seek is inside of you, let it flow. All of this keeps talking about magic within you, magic outside of you, about chaos. Chaos magic is a really chaos magic is a very potent type of magic. Why is that? How do you defend against chaos? By definition, chaos can't really be predicted. You don't know what the heck's going to happen. It's chaotic. Best type of magic there is. Chaos. Okay? For many empaths, your minds are chaotic. Your lives are chaotic. Your emotions are chaotic. Why is Pisces such a powerful sign? Because we are a ball of chaos. Oh my God, Pisces, you're such a mess. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a mess and I love it. So sometimes you have to appreciate the mess within you for what it is. A very potent form of magic within you. People can try and do their organized attempts to mess with you. But if you're chaotic, notice how I don't have a schedule of live streaming. I keep trying to put myself on a schedule of live streaming. I just can't manage to do it. Why is that? Why is that? When I have the ability to hyperfixate, why do I always just, I don't know when I'm coming live. I'll just pop on live when I have time. Why is that? Because there are those who would like to do this to me while I'm live. But yeah, I mean, unless you're willing to devote your entire day just sitting there waiting, like, she could come live, then, thank you for investing your entire day in me. Chaos. It can be your biggest friend at times. Now, beauty. You have to allow yourself to see the beauty in your life. it's so important. Some people might look at this and just see a whole bunch of flowers and petals and butterflies and just like a messy picture. But if you allow yourself to step back and allow your eyes to unfocus a little bit, because we're so fixated on focus, focus, focus. If you allow yourself to get a little bit messy and not see clearly, you'll notice this is a beautiful face. The softness of the face, the calm. She seems to have no worries in the world. Do you guys see it? Do you see the face? Beautifully arched eyebrows, lush lashes. So sometimes the most powerful thing you can do, the most productive thing you can do is take a step back and unfocus. Because sometimes what you've focused on, what you become so fixated on, is not actually what you're supposed to be working on. And people ask me often, how come every time I try and plan something, it fails, it falls through? I think something's trying to keep me from succeeding in life. Is it something trying to keep you from succeeding, or do you keep trying to force your way down a path that's not meant for you, and your soul keeps trying to pull you back and redirect? No, you're supposed to turn right, but you keep trying to turn the wheel left. So which one is it? No one knows. No one knows but you. When you allow yourself to just kind of step back and allow things to unfold for a moment, usually you'll get clarity. Oh, okay, I was misunderstanding. I was going to go down the wrong path. I was going to really, really mess myself up if I went down that path, but my soul took care of it and was like, no, you have to go somewhere else. So take that into consideration, okay? Card number 27, self-worth. It's time for you to see yourself for who you really are. It's time. It's time. There's going to be continued attempts to try and reach you. Whenever I see smoky-eyed makeup, it usually to me is an indicator there are parasitic attempts. Okay? Now, people will try and drown you. Don't believe it. You can see this picture so many different ways, okay? You can see it as a tsunami attempting to drown her. You can see it as her third eye and her throat space powered up, because this can either be water, like a wave, or it can be her hair parted in the center. No matter what, this is about you speaking up. This is about you having no shame in defending yourself. If people don't like you defending yourself, then they should stop attacking you. Bottom line. Why are you so defensive? Well, why you keep trying to fuck with me? You're the one initiating it. Why do you keep trying to mess with me? If you don't like me defending myself, you should stop trying. Because every single time you try, I'm going to defend myself. Are you pissed off that I'm defending myself, or are you pissed off that you can't successfully abuse me? Which one is pissing you off? Ask them that question. Why are you so defensive? Well, what pisses you off? That I'm successful in negating your attempts to hurt me? Or that I'm making you earn the satisfaction of hurting me? Which one pisses you off more? Let me know. Card number 42. South Node, life's debts. All right. I Unified Astrology is going to be teaching me about astrological things. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Karma, when properly understood, is just the mechanics through which consciousness manifests. Hello, Deepak. The South Node represents a karmic point in our charts where certain matters must be discharged or cast off in order to develop and move on toward greater things. This is about that spiritual washing machine. It's time to discharge and cast off all the things that you've been holding on to as a subconscious way to justify your entitlement to your suffering. Notice how regulators, the spiritual warriors, they have minimal baggage. How in the heck are you going to fight a spiritual war with multiple large luggage being carried around. You're not. That's why they want you to keep holding on to this. Okay. Now, let's be clear though. Spiritual war, who are we fighting? There's a war. There's always a war. Do you have to fight? Not always. Not always. Well, how is that spiritual if you're talking about fighting? Well, first off, there's this beautiful quote. I don't want to butcher it. Let me look it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful quote. Let's see if I can find it. I probably won't find it. Here, I found it. You can't truly call yourself peaceful unless you are capable of great violence. If you're not capable of violence, you're not peaceful, you're harmless. So there's a difference, okay? There is a, let me just download this. That's by Steph Stargarian. Steph is dope. At Steph is dope. But yeah, that's such a powerful, powerful quote. You can't truly call yourself peaceful unless you're capable of great violence. If you're not capable of violence, you're not peaceful, you're harmless. You're harmless. Okay? There's a difference. Huge difference. To be a warrior does not mean you are always looking for war. Many of us who are spiritual warriors are indeed peaceful warriors. That's the name of my freaking corporation, the Peaceful Warrior Project. This is what we're trying to cultivate. This recognition that you are indeed a warrior. You have a warrior within you. And if need be, you can go to war. But will you choose it? Not unless it's forced upon you. And if they force it upon you, they cannot complain about what they've initiated. They cannot. You cannot allow their complaints to affect you in that way. If you initiate it, you own it. Okay? And that's the thing. We have to stop allowing ourselves to be martyred day in and day out. Abusers initiate wars and then cower once you stand up for yourself. There's not even a threat of you doing anything. It's the fact of you standing. They cower in fear. Because it's like that bully that picks on someone thinking they're small. And once that individual stands up, the bully realizes they're only up to the person's belly button. Now they're in trouble. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So card number 42. Let's see. When this card turns up in a reading, it's a turning point. It's a time of endings and beginnings. Understand that there's something about to close that's been held in place for a long time. So your suffering, unnecessary suffering, is about to close out. And that's probably why there's so much resistance. There's so much attempt to derail you, to stop this process, to halt it right before you cross the finish line. Are you going to allow that? Are you going to allow that? Are you going to give them permission to do this to you? Because it can't be done to you until you give permission. So what are you going to choose? Because let's face it, you could be in a bike race, riding your bike, and right before the finish line, someone can shove a freaking stick in your wheel, throwing you off your bike. Does that mean you're that's it? The race is done. You can't finish. Fuck that. Pick up your bike and run the rest of the way. You're not stopping me right there from the finish line. If I got to pick up my bike and throw it across, I'm going to do it. If I got to drag that bike, if I got to carry it, I don't care. I'm crossing that finish line. You're not going to stop me. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. 53% at 935. Mirroring. 53935. 898. Reunification of self and soul. That God essence. Prime creator. 0 point. Whatever you want to call it. 8, reunification of masculine and feminine. This is about bringing all your parts back home to yourself, being centered in your God state. I'm not talking about religious God. I'm talking about the true essence of this creator energy. That creator energy, if you're going to tell me that God is a man sitting on a throne in a fixed location, up there, over there, you know, that is not God to me personally. If God is omnipotent, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-seeing, all-doing, I'm pretty sure God would not be limited to one form. I'm pretty sure based on creation, because if you look at the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, the insect kingdom, every single kingdom has a positive and a negative charge. Every kingdom has a masculine and a feminine counterpart. So if you're going to tell me God is only one half of a counterpart, that's not God. That's not God. That's a lie. That's a half truth, which is worse than a lie because it's difficult to prove. Invalidates a half truth. Enough truth is contained within that lie that it's very difficult to disprove it. Very, very difficult. So let's get you guys a couple more cards before I have to go. What's up, baby? Yeah.
I just had a dream.
Oh, I love that. You had a good dream. What kind of dream?
Well, sometimes people actually make it a portal, but I accidentally did.
Oh.
So I got in a secret was.
So some people were making a portal in his dream and he accidentally did something and he smiled. And then you went to a secret place and then you shut it down?
No, I just actually got some cards.
You got some cards.
I just a little bit challenged.
And then you challenged someone, yeah? And then what happened?
And then
he's smiling so big.
I actually broke some.
You broke something.
Oh.
You make sure to shut down that portal before you come back home. Don't leave that open over here.
I did.
What'd you do? You shut it down? Tell me you shut it down, please.
Someone actually threw electric there.
Oh, and they're throwing electric bombs at you? But you threw it back?
Yeah, and then
and you shocked him? High five, bro. High five. And then what happened?
Then I just go back to the portal.
And then you went back through did you close that portal down, right? Okay, good.
I broke it.
Oh, okay. You broke it. There you go. That was the end of your dream. Was your dream in color?
Green.
Green? You saw a lot of green? Beautiful. All right, guys. That was lovely. Please make sure you close that portal down before you come back home. My kids are totally, I told you guys, my kids are something else. You know, I come home and one of my younger ones was telling on his older brother and he's like, he was threatening your children. I was like, what do you mean? He threatened to throw us into another dimension. Well, did he? No, but he said it. I was like, well, you better negate that. You better anchor yourself. Oh my gosh, my kids. All right. Everything we've been talking about, reiterations, moderation, okay? Moderation. If you are so accustomed to negativity, to suffering, moderate that, okay? Sometimes we become addicted to that type of environment. You can't become a completely different person because you will relapse. You have to do it slowly. How slow is slow? That's really dependent on you. But 1 degree at a time, okay? Allow the change to occur 1 degree at a time. We're not trying to become a completely different person because it sounds good and looks good and people will respect us more. If people can't respect you as you are right now, they have no right to expect to be gifted with your presence as you grow yourself. Bottom line. If you could not appreciate me at my most broken, do not expect me to gift you with my growth. No. And this is not about holding grudges. This is not about withholding yourself to punish someone else. No. This is about recognizing you don't owe anyone anything. Okay? You don't owe anyone anything. And if they can't appreciate you as you are, then why should they enjoy you as you've grown? Why is that? They're still the same person. Okay? They're still the same person. Well, let me retract that. There's a very high likelihood that they are still the same person. Do you want to continue that cycle where at any point, if you once again exist in such a way that they don't prefer, okay, you've lost your value to them? Do you want to waste your time like that? Because I guarantee you that type of exchange will plummet your frequency and take you back to that place you were when they didn't appreciate you. Now, if you need to experience that to further develop, to further grow yourself, to further ripen your inner under and overstanding of yourself and soul, by all means, go ahead and allow yourself to experience that. But do you need to? That's the real question. Do you need to? That's dependent on the individual. So a shift is occurring. Allow it. Allow the shift. Plain and simple. You don't have to move. This was one of the most powerful things a friend of mine told me. She was doing a QHHT session on me. It's like the past life regression session. Her name is Charmaine, and she runs Holding Space. You can find it on Facebook, Instagram. I believe she has a website as well, holdingspace.com. But she was doing this session on me, and I was telling her, I don't know how successful this is going to be. I'm so sorry because I have issues with control still. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to allow other people into my space. And she was like, you don't have to get out of the doorway. And I was like, what do you mean? And she told me, you can still stand in the doorway, just scoot over a little bit so the information can come through beside you. You don't have to let go of control. You do whatever you feel is comfortable, but allow yourself to shift. Just move slightly to the side and allow that information through. And that was so powerful. That was so powerful because it honored where I was in that moment, which is a person who is still struggling with control issues. But at the same time, it freed me to experience a release of information that had been buried for so many lives. I mean, the information that came forward, because I don't see my guides, I don't see my guardians, I don't see or hear up until that point, I had never seen guides, guardians, angels, or any of that like with me outside of Archangel Michael, who up until maybe 2 years ago, I didn't want to see him. It was just like, I can hear and feel you. Don't be playing with me. I don't want to see you. And it gave me the information as to why that was happening, why I had that block. And once I became aware, just by that little shift, it freed me to open myself to begin experiencing it and reconnect with so many different aspects of myself. You have to use discernment, okay? You have to use discernment. I'm being given this analogy of laying in a garden, beautiful, beautiful garden, and allowing you to sample of all the flowers in that garden. But you have to use discernment to determine which flower is toxic and which one isn't. Now, sometimes the most beautiful of flowers might be the most toxic. Let that sink in, okay? It's not necessarily about how something looks. It very well might be more about, are you aware of the toxicity? Are you allowing yourself to tap into ancient information that's already cataloged in your auric field? You have all the information that you need in this life. It's already with you. Life is about the process of shedding the programming that has blocked you from accessing that information. That's what ascension is. It's the shedding. It's the deprogramming. That's what ascension is. So one more pull and then I gotta go. 45% at 9:45. 999. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, Maud, for that removal. Yes, baby. They're what? Oh, you want to know what they're dreaming right now? Because you cannot be going in other people's brains while they're sleeping. You can ask them when they wake up. That one is my child who comes up to me. I want something. Okay, well, what do you want? Access it and find out. Like, no, you can tell me with your words. All right. Okay. Oh, this is so beautiful. The final message for the collective. Final message: pleasure, thriving, release. Ooh, 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 pleasure, thriving, release. It's time to let go of all the things that have caused you to feel entitled to suffering, to struggle. It's time to let it go, okay? If you're going to really honor and become the spiritual warrior that you are, you can't be carrying around all this luggage. It's time to let go of the luggage, that extra emotional baggage, and free yourself to travel the rest of your path without it. It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And when you do that, you really free yourself to begin being able to move, fully move, unrestricted, okay? You'll notice a huge weight lifting off of you. So let's see. It is hard to let it all go. It's scary. It's scary for many of us, and there's nothing shameful about this, about recognizing this about yourself. For many of us, that baggage serves as a security blanket. It's become so comfortable. It's become something that we wrap around ourselves. We know what that pain is, and so it's comforting. Shift yourself enough that you know what comfort, true comfort is, and allow that to be your new home. Instead of existing in a home of pain and suffering, create a new house for yourself. One that's more in alignment with your actual needs, with a life fulfilled. And who knows, lots of healing occurs when you give yourself permission to, okay? So please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me every single time I'm live. Bye, guys.